What's up YouTube, Knight's Edge here. Got a pretty cool review of a really cool knife. This one's a long time coming. This one's been in my collection for a while. I just haven't done a review on it. I sent it to Rochambeau. He did a really good review on it. Please don't watch his because it's probably way better than mine. But yeah, this is definitely a classic. Before I get into it, I really appreciate all my channel members, my Patreons. If you're interested in joining the Patreon, hit the link down below and you can join the Patreon for as little as $2 a month. Channel member, I would appreciate that too. If you join the channel, you can use the cool emojis in the live stream, get access to channel members exclusive videos. If you're not subscribed already, and if you like the content, hit the like button, man, and hit the subscribe button if you want more of it. So without further ado, this is the ZT Knives Zero Tolerance Knives, Rick Hinder collab, the 0562. It's a Rick Hinder design. The 0562 is pretty much like ZT's version of the XM18. I am going to do a comparison video of the two in the future. I plan on doing that here in the next couple weeks, upcoming hopefully. But until then, I'll go ahead and give my opinion on just this one. Actually, the XM18 I believe was the first knife I ever reviewed on this channel. Alright, so overall length with the 0562 Rick Hinder design, zero tolerance. From the tip of the blade to the butt of the handle, you're looking at 8 1/4 inches. Blade length, if you go all the way back to the end of the sharpening choil, you're looking at 3 3/4. Sharpened edge length right at 3 5/8. So definitely what I would consider as a full-size knife. Alright, the calibers, zero them out. Thickest part of the spine, you're looking at 157 there. Kind of swedges down in some spots, but as far as the thickest part, 153, right around there. Right, behind the edge goes down to around 23 thousandths, and handle thickness right around 1/2 inch. Alright, put the calibers up, go ahead and do some size comparisons here. That's the Ritter Hogue RSK MK1, and that's the Hogue Deca, so you can definitely tell it is every bit of a full-size knife. Got the Ontario Knives Rat Model 1, right at the same size as the Rat Model 1, maybe a touch smaller, or shorter anyway. And the Rat Model 2, definitely way bigger than the Rat 2. And the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, Spyderco Para 3. Alright, so definitely closer to the size of the Paramilitary 2. A little bit longer actually, seems like, than the Paramilitary 2. So let me do one more size comparison. Of course, that's going to be the XM18. Get it out here, should have had it ready, sorry about that. But that is the XM18. That's the Skinner version, right? So they do have a XM18, you know, with a more similar blade shape as this, which is the drop point, you know. But that is essentially, there's a lot of differences between them, but it is essentially, you know, if you look at the ergonomic lines, you know, the flipper tab, all that stuff, essentially a lot of the same right there. But there are some subtle differences between the two, and there are some not so subtle differences between the two. So that is all your size comparisons. Let's go ahead and we'll do the weight. .4 ounces, so definitely a pretty heavy knife. This is the all-tie version, 5.4 ounces. So well over the ounce and inch ratio, you know. But this is, you know, full titanium on both sides. It is milled out, I believe, a little bit. Yeah, it's milled out some. It's still, I mean, it's titanium. It's pretty heavy, but not what I would say is, you know, I've had no issues carrying it. I'll just say that. You know, I mean, if I'm wearing swimming trunks or gym shorts, something like that, yeah, I probably would look for a lighter knife. But I mean, if you're, you know, if you're wearing blue jeans, then you should be good to go. That's what it looks like in the pocket. Deep carry clip there. I've had no issues at all with that clip. I like that clip. It's a really good clip. All right, what's next? What's next? Let's do the hardware check here. This is a T6. This is a T8. It's T8. Yeah, that's T8. T8, not a captive pivot, but you just have to have two drivers. T8 all the way around, as a matter of fact. A lot of body hardware there. You know, you got all these barrel spacers, but it's good that they're all T8, right? So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 screws if you want to take it all the way apart. Then you've got the lock bar stabilizer and the lock bar insert screw. That's also a T8, which is pretty cool for that being a T8. And I think, let me double check this, that's a T6. That's your only T6 on there, so pretty good with the hardware, you know, no issues there. So that's pretty much all the specs out of the way. As far as action goes, just like I told Rochambeau, this is you know, the action on this thing is super smooth, man. I mean, it's buttery smooth. It's similar, as I said to Rochambeau about the action, it's similar to throwing a cantaloupe through a field of butter, you know. I mean, it is very smooth action, really nice action. Can you fail it? Yeah, you can fail it, but it's hard to do, you know. It's, if you give it any wrist at all, it's definitely coming open, and you don't have to give it any wrist. You know, you can just switch it down like that, and it's coming open. You cannot use these. One thing that I found out, you can't use those for thumb studs. Those are over travel stops. You know, they fit in that right there. If you look at it, so that's an over travel stop. Just a little bit of extra security there. Which is good, right? But I mean, you can't use them as thumb studs. So you can use them as thumb studs on the XM18, which is one of the differences we'll talk about in the video. The contouring on the titanium is really nice. It's very comfortable. Ergonomic lines are really awesome. You know, for having one means of deployment, it is a great means of deployment. So no issues there at all. It feels really secure when you're holding it like that. I have average size hands, regular hands. I wear a large size glove, you know, and I'm locked in securely right there with no issues. Choking up, not really, you know, wanting to choke, you know, you can kind of maybe rest your index on that, maybe if you want to kind of get in there a little bit, but you can't do too much with it because it is very pokey, you know. It's a flipper tab, not a finger toil. So definitely something to keep in mind. You're gonna be locked in this grip, you know, and you still got a little extra room out here for if you have larger hands, you know. A little jimping up top, pretty comfortable, you know, in exactly the right spot. The grind on it's really nice. It is a super slicey one. This one comes in 20 CV, but they also have other variants now. They do have a carbon fiber on the show side variant, where this side's carbon fiber, and I believe they are, I think they just came out with a magnet cut one. I'm not sure on that. That might be the 0308 I'm thinking about, but yeah, this is an excellent knife, man. Very durable, very reliable frame lock. You know, I've had no issues at all. I love carrying this thing. And when you compare it to the Hinder, this one's at right around 300 bucks. They do go on sale for cheaper than that sometimes, especially around the holidays and stuff. You can get them for cheaper than that. But average, these will sell for around 300. Now the Hinder, is $425 every time, and it's also G10 right on that. So you know, you can add another 150 to 200 bucks for that. So when you think about it, this is essentially like a $250 discounted XM18. You know, if you can get over the fact that it's not the XM18. Yeah, it is a really good knife. It is very true to its original design. The action on it is very comparable to the Hinder, to the XM18. The quality of it, you know, is there. The XM18 is, you know, I mean, it's small batch, a little more small batch than these anyway, made, but it is definitely a contender. You know, whenever you look at them side by side. I'll cover all the difference. I don't want to give away too much because, you know, why would y'all watch the comparison video if I gave them all away? That's the serial number 9357. You know, and like I said, Kai USA is zero tolerance in Kershaw, 20 CV Hinder design. But that is a very nice knife, one of my favorite knives for sure. Definite classic knife. But yeah, that's about it, y'all. I appreciate everyone watching. These are available on several sites. If you look at my affiliate link down below, if you want to buy one, they're not available on BladeHQ, but they are available on DLT, and DLT does do Sezzle, just for your own little information there. So yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time, y'all stay sharp.